Bismillahir Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Tuesday. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. And I begin the program on a very, very somber and sad note, because one of our very ardent viewers, regular callers, a man that I came to experience here and elsewhere in media, 2015 when I joined Media General, he's been on helping us to create content, helping us to talk about local government. And yesterday I learned with pain and sadness that Kusami is no more. He's since been buried, I'm told. And Kusami was a very unique gentleman. He has pastor friends, he had, all manner of friends. Very, very unique individual who will call and he will lend his wealth of experience to all of us, especially for those of us who are young people. Many people thought he was a young man. A man who was grown past 70, had fulfilled scripture. And Kusami was one of the very serious people. In fact, I remember so well when we had the Akosobo Dam spillage by the VRA, the people of the Volta region. Kusami mobilized and brought in relief items. I remember Salah upon Salah where Kusami himself would come to us and say, this is rice or stew or meat for you. I remember so well when we were raising funds here at on 3FM 92.7, Kusami will come and say, this is my contribution. Kusami is no more. May he rest in peace and may he rise in glory. And Kusami is very popular on the Sunrise Morning Show. Very, very popular. And whenever he is done, he will say, have a nice day. I had an interview with Kusami in 2018 because I was looking at the Nima Alhamdugata. Watch.
Has repeated. But right in the center of these two communities lies the infamous Nima Gata project that serves as a boundary for the Ayawaso East and North constituencies. It travels about 1.2 kilometers from the Kaukudi Junction near the Kanda Highway all the way down into the Mamobi 441 township. The Alhamdu Gata, as it's also called, was initiated at the advent of the Atamils government to ensure the smooth flow of wastewater and improve sanitation. Unfortunately, it now poses a threat to the lives of those that live near it. The project was earlier handled by Caspian Energy Ghana Limited, but it stalled twice between 2013 and 2015 after missing an initial 2012 completion deadline due to financial constraints, lack of resources, and the political will to see it through. It was later re-awarded to Queiroz Calvaro, the Brazilian construction company that put together the Kwame Nkrumah Circle interchange. Their deadline was set for a period of 2 years between 2015 and 2017. Yet, in 2018, there has been next to no improvement, and the story remains the same. Here is Kusami, a local government activist.
What is happening there is lack of commitment in dealing with the issue confronting the community. It seems the gutter was contracted some years back.
3FM
in the 90s.
92.7.
So why can't we find a way of completing it so that water can flow properly into the main drain?
Presently, The sides of the drain are heavily choked with a carpet of waste, from human excreta and polythene bags to bottles and organic waste. The list is endless. In addition to wastewater from the households that meander through the alleyways to the end of the abandoned project, growing from stagnant to gaping stench and serving as a fertile breeding ground for mosquitoes, rodents, and cockroaches, the health implications need no explanation. There are also reported cases of homes being ruined by the floods. Structures built along the now uncompleted drain are suffering from cracks and are on the verge of collapse as erosion is gradually eating away the foundation of their shelter.
And that was something I did
Johnnie's
with Kosami. Put this picture up there. Something I did with Kosami in 2018, along with Daniel Oklu and
Johnnie's
Philip Katriku. May Kosami rest in peace and rise in glory. May God forgive all his transgressions. Put a picture of Kosami up there nicely so that we can eulogize him. He says been buried. And Kosami we usually call our radio station. I've been hardly hit by this news because beyond whatever he contributed, Kosami was that local governance expert. Kosami was... I couldn't have had enough of Kosami, and today he's gone, and I wish his family well. May he rest in peace and rise in glory. Now, the Minister for Education, Dr. Oseya Educhum, or Yao Osei Educhum, who had wanted to be vice president, some had said, has asked for salaries of striking College of Education teachers not to be paid. Never mind that today we'll have a review and we'll get to it, a mid-year budget review. Please pull up that CITAG letter, let's read it together. And I usually like for all of us to read things together. This is from the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. Professor Jinapo, good morning to you. How are you, sir? This is the 22nd of July, 2024. It's the Director Payroll, Controller and Accountant General's Department, Head Office, Accra. Dear Madam, stoppage of July 2024 salaries of all teaching staff of the colleges of education. At the instance of the Minister of Education on the non-adherence of CITAG members to call off an illegal strike. An illegal strike from June 2024, you are by this letter requested to stop the salaries of all teaching staff of the colleges of education except for the college principals for July 2024. So the teachers and the tutors, whoever, theirs have been suspended, but the principals who were appointed by the powers that be will continue to chop pay. By this letter, college principals are not to validate the July 2024 salaries of all teaching staff. So the college principals are being paid so that they will ensure that those who will not be paid, it will remain such. We count on your usual cooperation. Thank you, Nicholas Amiyao, Head IPPD, for Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullahi, our very good friend and senior brother to Abu Jinapo, who is now in hot waters in Gonja land. When we put out the Abu Jinapo thing, we were told that it is fake, fake, and that's usually how they do, the modus operandi. Fake. So yesterday, was it the fakery that Mr. Abu Jinapo was responding to in that supposed synchronized press release and press interview? Was it the fakery that he was responding to, or was he responding to an original thing? I always will say this. If your mother is dead and you come to others to say your mother is sleeping, when night falls, we will know if your mother is dead or she's alive. Those who are saying what we posted is fake. Go and tag Abu Jinapo and tell him that what he said in that interview is also fake. Because he was responding to something that is supposed to be fake. Who organizes press conferences to talk about what is fake? But let's get to CITAG. Good morning to you, Dr. Oseya Educhum. the colleges of education had an issue about monies that were owed to them. You know, I won't rehash them, but you know. You agreed with them on how much you were going to pay them. You know, I won't go back to it. You know. And then you have defaulted in trying to pay them how much you agreed to pay them. You know. I won't go back to it because you know. The National Labour Commission is very much aware of how much you're supposed to pay because of the fact that they were part of the agreement, according to SITAG. You know. I won't say much. You know. How then do you write this letter 4 months to a major election, hoping to break the 8, where SITAG has been on strike for more than 6 weeks, and then you say that they should not be paid their salaries, and then you ask for the college principals to be paid their salaries so that they will ensure that nobody gets their salaries? Boss, are you really interested in breaking the 8? Or, Taflache, are you suffering from broken heart because you were not chosen as the running mate? So, you are doing everything you can to make sure that you don't break the 8. I'm only asking my questions. I said, boss, are you willing to break the 8? Or are you doing these things because you have broken heart? Because you expected that you will be chosen as a running mate instead of Napo, and then you were not chosen. So you are now trying to express how broken-hearted you are. I'm only asking questions. Because if 47 colleges of education are on strike, the children themselves are threatening and saying that we cannot be coming to school. Some of us have gone for rent. We have paid our rent. We expect to have completed school at this particular point. It is not happening. All those things that are happening. Let me borrow Ken Operators. Nehemiah, Jeremiah, Nicodemus, Sambalat, and Tobiah. Let me borrow all those things that Nanado and all of them said together. Do you think that this is the best letter to have written? No, I'm asking you. Sometimes that KT Hammond effect, where you meet producers of cement and you ask that, oh, they should get out of the meeting because the letter that came to you said, I'm saying that it must stop at some point. 47 colleges of education teachers are on strike. The best you can do is to say, we are not meeting you, we are not giving you the money, we are asking that your salary should be struck out or cut off. But those of your colleagues who are on the campaign trail with Dr. Baumia, having left their job, from Samir Wuku to everybody else who serves in government, who have left their jobs and they are following Dr. Baumia around, do you ask that their pay should be taken away? Because while they are away, they don't work. Yes. While they are away, they don't work. And it didn't start today. It started when Dr. Baumia was looking forward to winning that primaries against Kennedy Japan, Kwabena Japan, all of those people. So who will pay them? You see, when you expose yourself this way, the people actually ridicule you and the intention to punish you. They actually have in their minds to punish you. Today is a review. 6, yesterday we did Nana One Said. Today we are not doing Nana One Said. We're just going back to the State of the Nation addresses as was delivered by President Akufo-Addo. We'll start from 2017. Let's listen to him, please.
Mr. Speaker, revenue mobilization poses the biggest challenge in the management of our economy, with the tax exemption policy in particular proving to be an Achilles heel and a growing menace to fiscal stability and revenue generation. In the last 8 years, tax exemptions in respect of import duty, import VAT, import NHIL, and domestic VAT have grown from 392 million cedis, that is 0.6% of GDP in 2010, to 4.6 billion cedis, that is 1.6% of GDP in 2018. These figures do not include exemptions from the payment of corporate and individual income taxes, concessions on tax rates, petroleum tax reliefs, customs tax exemptions enjoyed by diplomatic missions, and waiver of processing charges at the ports. If we continue at this rate, in less than 16 years, half of Ghana's revenue base will be given away as tax exemptions. Mr. Speaker, this is not sustainable, and we intend to do something about it to reverse the trend by introducing suitable measures that may disrupt the easy and comfortable arrangements that many have become accustomed to, but which we have to take to ensure that we have the firmest of foundations for the economic takeoff that has escaped us for so long.
That was President Akufo-Addo in 2019. We'll get to 2017, 18, 2020. We'll listen to the president. But if you think deeply about the things that he said then, do you get a sense that we were on the right trajectory before COVID, Russia, Ukraine, the refrain that has been re-echoed by party communicators over time? When you ask about why the prices of tomatoes are high, they tell you it's COVID, Russia, Ukraine. Now, we may even add the fact that Joe Biden has stepped down and Kamala Harris may be taking his stead. It's a worry. We're going to have a review. I'm saying this, it's just 7-9. I'm saying this because the reviews are 10. Whoever is typing the thing for Dr. Adam to go and read, Dr. Amin Adam to go and read, please, you have an opportunity to speak to the nation because I just played for you what your boss said. Play the other one, 6.
Johnnie's Bite. The Ghanaian people to complain. I was elected to get things done. I was elected to fix what is broken. And my government and I are determined to do just that. Unquote. Mr. Speaker, we have done just that. We have fixed the broken economy. We have delivered free senior high school education. We have brought the National Health Insurance System scheme back to life. We have revamped our agriculture. We have sanitized the banking sector. Our industrial transformation is on. We are digitizing the economy. And Ghana continues to be at peace. We have done much more than we inherited. We are creating conditions for young people to have hope again. And we are determined to do more. Things are working in Ghana. And Ghana is surely changing. Mr. Speaker, the message of the state of the nation is that our nation is in good health and in good, competent hands. May God bless us all in our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong. Thank you.
This was what the president said in 2020. Now, the same set of people tell us that in 2020, the economy was doing well, but in 2020, because of COVID, Russia, Ukraine, it became very bad. I want you to pay attention because the president told us that in 2020, we are doing better than we inherited. We are doing this, than we done that, with the revenue, he mentioned. After 2020, the same set of people tell us that, oh, well, we were doing fine until, and note, by 2020, we're on an extended IMF program. The government in opposition then complained about the IMF program. Now we are on an extended IMF program when all those gains were being made. The thing that the president said, and today I'm saying that whoever is editing the script to be read in Parliament today, to be presented as part of the record, we have the tapes. We will play them back to you. What you said then, that Ghana is a net exporter of food. Today we know that we import a lot more food. So you can choose to inject the falsehood into the narrative. We will play the videos as you said them and ask the questions, that's all. If you don't like it, that's fine. If you like it, that's fine. There's another video. You know, you play the video.
Johnnie's Vibes. We will make access to mobile phones affordable. And the mobile companies, no, you're getting kata in Kitaho. Now the mobile phones, no, I'm a nipa, that mafia, what we are, 1 city, 2 cities, 1 city, 2 cities, Kakaka, Namotia, mobile phone, before 80, scheme, no, every Obia. Because we need everybody to have a smart device. We will make it easy for people.
Doc, do you remember that you promised that everybody would have a bank account? Do you remember that? No, Dr. Bami, I'm asking you a question. Do you remember that you promised that everybody would have a bank account? Do you remember that? No, do you remember that you are a banker? So Momo account is not what you know as a banker. That was the one of the attributes that were given to you because you rightly had earned it. Do you remember that you said that everybody was going to have a bank account and that nobody will be banked, and you spoke about the cashless society? Do you remember that, sir? Do you remember that your Minister for Communication, Esla Usu, had mentioned that every child in this country was going to have a laptop and a tablet? Do you remember that? About 6 years ago, she said that. If you doubt it, I'll play the video back to you. I have the video. I'll play it back to you if you doubt it. So how are you coming back to say that you are going to do this arrangement with telcos so people can pay 1 cedi and 2 cedi? Why? Have you forgotten, say, that you told us that we're going to swap motorbikes for taxis? Do you remember? Have you forgotten? Have you so soon forgotten that you said, you told people that you were going to swipe motorbikes for taxis? Have you so soon forgotten? Have you forgotten, sir? So how do you want the people to trust you? There are trust issues. You said that, oh, people should bring their motorbikes. They will get taxis in return. Okada was not the one. Where are they? Where are they, Dr. Ba? Where are they? The people around you, Dennis Abwaji, all those people who are around you, can they prick you and tell you that this, because they claim to be media people, they claim to want to teach the media how to do their work. Meanwhile, in terms of strategy and positioning, they don't even understand Foucault. Play the other video.
Johnnie's
I've heard it said amongst the evidence, that which is important, you cook in an important pot. Mr. Speaker, nous vevela wodane le ezeveveme. Mr. Speaker, the members of the House from the Volta region may want me to repeat that for the record. Nous vevela wodane le ezeveveme.
President Akufo-Addo there trying to speak some ever. Yesterday he sang, today he's speaking ever. I don't know what that means. Maybe my ever brothers and sisters can tell me. Setak Baiza can explain what it means. But the president spoke ever. Has he lived by the words that he spoke? No, that's your language. You understood it, right? That's not your language. You understand it, right? Has the president lived by the things that he spoke in that play the Nouvelle again.
I've heard it said amongst the elders, that which is important, you cook in an important pot. Mr. Speaker, Nouvelle Wodane le ezeveveme. Speaker, the members of the House from the Volta region may want me to repeat that for the record. Nouvelle Wodani le ezeveveme.
Our president, he speaks every language. Does he believe the things he says? If you ask him today, what Nouvelle or damn, if you ask him today what it means, I'm not sure he would understand and even explain to you what it means. Because we were in this country when our president drank Calipo to associate with the younger people and with the less privileged and with the ordinary people. Now, the people who drink that soft drink, they are reaching out to the president and they can't even find him. So people say if he had drunk something else, now even what he drank in that box with that straw, the price is not comparable to what he drank then, trying to use that as a political Polcom strategy. Today, the children can't even buy the Calipo. Aye Cali any po.